पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं
Bhakti Sambad.
Namaste and a very warm welcome to Bhakti Sambad. You are watching Nepal's one and only spiritual channel, Bhaktidarshan International Television. So in today's show, I'd like to welcome, I'm Manita Pokharel, and we have a guest from India, and he is Shri Fulchand Shastri Guruji, and he is a man with mission for the Atma Siddhi Shastra mission. So this was the book, this includes 142 stanzas written by Srimad Ramchandra. So he is the missioner of this book and this stanza. So we are very privileged to have him in today's show. So let's welcome him. Welcome to our show, Guruji. So as I think I have to also give more introduction about you. He holds the Pandit and Shastri degree from Sri Pandit Tudarmal Digambar Jain Siddhant College, Jaipur, and Rajasthan University. So he has delivered more than 27,000 hours of discourses. Not to mention, he is also the writer of 30 books on spiritualism and vegetarianism. So we shall be talking about the topics specially focused on spiritualism and vegetarianism. So I'd like to ask you, in the very initial phase of our conversation, what do you mean, or what do you actually want to make people know about spiritualism?
We want to talk about the soul. We all people want to find happiness. Each soul want to be happy. We think that we can get happiness from material outer object, but after all we don't get happiness from material outer object, because we can find anything from where we can get. If material object have happiness, we can get happiness from material object, but there is no happiness inside material object. So how can material objects will give us happiness? Happiness within our soul, and we want to spread the message to all over the world that happiness inside your soul. You just find your soul, then you will attain real happiness.
So to follow spiritualism, we have to have the soul?
Yeah, you are the soul, I am the soul. Soul inside the body. If we put our hand in hot water, so we feel hot. So who is it who feels that water is hot? Because dead body doesn't feel anything. And if you take a knife and cut here, you feel pain. So who is that who feels pain? Because dead body doesn't feel anything. So the substance who feels something, it is the soul. And I am the soul, you are the soul. And if we believe that I am the soul and separate from this body, then we don't feel anything sadness if body gets cut or anything.
That's wonderful. But in today's world, what people believe is everything is me and myself, and this world is all covered with materialism. So people believe that spiritualism is only for human beings. So what does your explanation want to convey that? Is it spiritualism only followed by human beings, or even animals and plants are included under this?
Each soul are same, because all soul have same potential power. All souls have attributes of knowledge, perception, bliss, effort. So each soul is same. So each soul can become God. So religion is not only for human being, it is for every soul.
So please emphasize, like, what is the difference between spiritualism and following a religion?
Same. If you are spiritual, then you become religious. So nothing difference between spiritualism and religion.
It's the same thing.
Same thing.
So what about spiritual path?
Yeah, right belief, right knowledge, and right conduct about the soul, then you are on the path to liberation. When you realize that I am the soul, then you have attained the self-realization, and attaining self-realization is only the one way to get liberation.
So let me ask you that why has this world been diversified or has been separated in terms of religion?
Because of ego. If we don't have ego, then we can we divided people into caste and creed. So if we believe that I am the soul, just like that I meet you, but I don't need to know that who are you Christian or Muslim. I don't need to know. It's enough for me that I met you, you are soul for me, I am soul. okay, one soul is meeting one soul, so that is enough for me.
So the biggest part of life should be soul, and we are understanding religion in today's world. Am I right?
Yeah.
So how should we understand life is in terms of soul, as you told. So how can we understand like what is soul, and who owns this soul? Like why are we quarreling? Why are we fighting for the reason like?
Because we
religion?
believe that all material outer objects are ours. That's why we are fighting. We want to own all material objects. That's why we are fighting. But if we realize that I die, whenever I will die, I will not bring anything with me. So why should I fight?
Okay, so like materialism, I would like to include this term inside our topic, spiritualism. Materialism is quite different thing, or is a part of spiritualism. I don't know, but how would you explain like people are understanding materialism as their beauty of their life, but they don't understand what is spiritualism and they don't want to follow it. So what is the major differences between spiritualism and materialism?
Yeah. Materialism is if you have got money, car, bungalows and outer objects, but if you are not attached to material object, then you are religious. In spite of being with all outer objects, if you are not attached to the objects, you can be religious. Like you can be non-attached with all material object, like a cashier of the bank. He counts money, but he doesn't believe that those money are belongs to him. So he believes that he is just following his duty. So same thing, if you stay with all material object, if you believe that I am only the knower, I am only the observer, and I am not the owner of material object.
So how necessary it is to exclude materialism or materials in our life to follow spiritualism then? Do we have to exclude materialism?
No, you can live with all material object. You can live with your family, husband and your friends and everybody. You can stay with everybody, but you should not attach to them. You should just follow your duty without attachment. Like a air hostess, she welcomes you, welcome, but she is not attached that you are her guest. She is just following her duty. So same thing, if we are not attached to anyone, so that is only one way to get real happiness. I'll give you example. There are three persons. First person whom you love, second person whom you hate, and third person whom you don't love and don't hate. So first person whom you love, he goes away from you, you will be sad. Second person whom you hate, he comes to you, you will be sad. Third person who goes away from you, who comes to you, you will not be sad because you don't love or don't hate to him. So if you don't want to be sad, don't love and don't hate anybody, just be neutral. So when we are not attached to anybody, so then only we can get real happiness. And when this state we can attain, when we realize our soul and we feel that I am the soul, I am full of knowledge, infinite bliss, and I am completely separate from this body and all outer object, then you can attain this state that in spite of living with all material object, you are not with the object, you are separate, and you only know that you are not with the object. People will see you, you are with the object, but you only know that you are not attached to the object.
Obviously. Guruji, we have so much of interesting and inspiring stories to tell about you. So let's move on to another topic, that is vegetarianism that you have been promoting. And also you have already made more than 5,000 people vegetarian who are outside India or who are not Indians. And you have made 5,000 people vegetarian at the age that you are in, that is you are already, that you are at age of 35. So in this age you have already inspired this much number of peoples. So what is vegetarianism in your words?
Just like I said you that if we want to attain self-realization, we should have compassion for every living being. And if we have a compassion, we will not kill any animals. So when we will not kill animals, so we will automatically become vegetarian. And more than 5,000 people changed to vegetarianism. It's not because of me. I just share my knowledge and they only become vegetarian by their own free will. I don't force them that you be vegetarian. I just said them that if you have compassion, then only you will attain the self realization. And for compassion, you should not harm any animals, you should not kill animals, and then there is only one way, that they have to be vegetarian.
So what do you think, like people are non-vegetarian because they lack knowledge?
Because they're born in those family, they don't have that type of knowledge that we should not get. They are used to with violence.
We believe that we are born in scientific era, technological era, but then we lack this kind of knowledge that we are an omniverse creation of the God. So we actually should have been vegetarian, but we follow non-vegetarian lifestyle. So what do you think, how can we change the concept or perception of people of towards living or their fooding style of being a non-vegetarian? How can we change it?
Just now I came back from Indonesia and other countries, and there more than 700 people became vegetarian in this trip. So I just told them, I went to China before this trip, and I told them, in China I saw people are eating meat of human being. So they said, why? If we have option to eat chicken meat, fish, and we have option to eat eggs, why should we eat human meat? So I told them, if we have option to eat vegetables, why should we kill chicken and fish also? If we have option, why should we harm animals and fish and chickens like that?
So why are we being this merciless, or why are we being this hard or stone-hearted to kill other animals who are also like us?
Because we have not got knowledge from we have not got a right path. So this is our mission. We want to spread vegetarianism also, that only for compassion only. And if you want to, there is one book I written in Indonesian language. Book name is Jangan Bunuh Saya. It's also available on our website. So its English version is also available there. Don't kill me. There are 365 reasons to be vegetarian. So I gave one example to one taxi driver also. He asked me, why should we be vegetarian? I said that there is two types of food, vegetarian and non-vegetarian. Vegetarian food packets have a green dot, and non-vegetarian food packets have red dot. So you just tell me, when you drive a taxi, there are two signals on the road, red signal and green signal. Which one you like most? He said, I like green most, because if there is a green signal, we can go fast. Otherwise, we have to stuck. So I said him, if you will select vegetarianism, then you will go to moksha very soon. You will attain liberation very soon. Otherwise, you will have to stuck in the samsara cycles of birth and death.
Beautiful example. So is it also like related to for our prosperity or for our good health? Like being vegetarian is good for health or not?
Yeah, very true. It's good for health also. Everything is written in that book. So it's good for our health also, good for our thought activities also. And if we eat non-vegetarian food, it makes our mind cruel also. So if we'll renounce, then we can
Okay, Guruji, in spite of knowing that being a vegetarian or following vegetarian lifestyle will make us healthy and have a healthy life, why do you think that doctors prescribe the patients to have like this much of non-vegetarian diet so you can have good protein or good healthy lifestyle? So they know that being a vegetarian can make them have good health, but why are we recommending people to have non-vegetarian diet then?
Yeah, but my experience is very different. Wherever I go and wherever I see that doctor always now are changing. In America also people are changing. Doctor also insists to be vegetarian. Yeah.
So again, I'd like to return to the topic spiritualism. How related is the spiritualism and vegetarianism? Are they interrelated or not?
Yeah, it's interrelated. Just now I said you, when we attain our soul, when we meditate on our soul, to meditate on our soul, if we are vegetarian, then our thoughts, activities goes perfectly to meditate on our soul. So it helps us a lot if we be vegetarian.
Okay, so the word that has been time and again repeated in today's show is soul. So now I'd like to request you to explain us what is soul in your words.
Yeah, just now as I said you that the substance who feels something is the soul. Because body doesn't feel anything, soul only feels, and thought activities also arises in the soul. So when we think that who am I, so who is the thinking, who is the thinker? He is the soul only. So whenever you feel that, he is the soul who is feeling something. So one thing is sure, I am not this body. Same, this is the collection of matter, this is also collection of matter, and this is not the soul. Similarly, this is also not the soul. Soul is separate from this collection of matter. Similarly, soul is also separate from this collection of matter. He is only the knower, not the doer.
Exactly, we are having very interesting talk. So for now, we'd like to move towards the commercial break. After that, we'll be right back. Today we have Shri Fulchand Shastri ji, who is following the campaign or mission, Atma-Siddhi Shastra mission. So this has been started since 2014, December 25th, and it shall get over on 4th November 2017. We shall talk more. For now, let's move on to the break.
पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं
भक्ति संवाद
पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं
भक्ति संवाद.
And who is the a man with a mission of Atma-Siddhi Shastra mission. It is the mission that has been the collection of 142 stanzas written by Srimad Ramchandra, and he has been inspired by him, and he is following or campaigning this mission. So Fulchand Shastri Guruji, I would like to welcome you once again to our show. Now I'd like to ask you about Srimad Ramchandra ji. You got inspired by him and the Atma-Siddhi Shastra, that is the mission that you have been carrying since 2014, December 25. So who was Srimad Ramchandra?
Srimad Ramchandra was an enlightened soul who has realized his own self, and Mahatma Gandhi came in contact with three great people. First one Ruskin, second one Tolstoy, and third one Raichan Bhai. And Mahatma Gandhi ji also mentioned in his autobiography that he had learned a lot from Srimad Ramchandra, because he could come in contact personally with Srimad Ramchandra. So Srimad Ramchandra was the spiritual master of father of the nation India, Mahatma Gandhi.
Okay, so as per studying his history, he died at the age of 33, am I right? So in that short span of life, why was he that inspiring to you?
Yeah, it doesn't matter that how long you lived. Most important thing, how you lived. So he lived, and he lived to attain self-realization. He had already attained self-realization. His soul, in spite of living with body, his soul was separate from the body. He was not attached to the body.
So life should be valuable instead of being long.
Yeah.
So he did the same, and he made his life valuable.
Yeah.
So like after 100 and more than 100 years of his death, you got inspired from his story and you started the campaign. You started the mission, I must say, Atma-Siddhi Shastra mission. So what does this include?
Yeah. I got inspiration and message from Srimad Ramchandra. He has written in one letter number 27. It's in Vachanam. It's called Vachanamrut Patra. So letter number 27, he has mentioned that this was his dream, that I will travel all over the world and spread the true religion. But he couldn't do this because his life, just now as you said, that his lifespan was very short. And this was his dream, to spread religion, but he has not mentioned any religion's name. He just said that spiritualism. So if we become spiritual, so we are become religious.
So it was his dream hundred of years ago, and you are about to make it come true. His dream come true. So you have already visited 50 countries, including Nepal. So you arrived Nepal yesterday, as per the information we got. So how has your journey been as per your travel till the 50th country, including Nepal?
Yeah, Srimad Ramchandra ji lived for 33 years and 5 months, and when this body completed 33 years and 5 months on 25th December 2014, this mission was started from Africa, and just now this mission has been successfully completed in 50 countries, and our goal is that we are going to translate this holy scripture is going to be translated into 415 languages of 142 countries. There are 42 countries in Asia, 36 countries in Africa, 30 countries in Europe, 14 countries in North America, 10 countries in South America, and 10 countries in Oceania like Australia, New Zealand, Fiji, Marshall Island, Papua New Guinea, and other countries. So just now we have finished 50 countries, and almost in 80 languages this scripture has been already translated.
How effective has your journey been till this journey to 50 countries, including Nepal?
Yeah, it was very successful journey, and our goal is to translate this scripture in respective countries' local languages, and preserve into a national library like a National Library of Nepal and National Library of Singapore, like same. So we are going to preserve this scripture into libraries, universities, colleges, church, masjid, and even prisons also. We are going to preserve this scripture, because this is not about any particular religion, this is about spiritualism. So all souls are same, then why should we distinguish soul into caste and creeds? So this applies to each and every soul.
The mission you have been taking is very beautiful and far-sighted as well. But why don't we think of applying this kind of mission to the children's or future of tomorrow's, so that our society will be very beautiful following Atma Siddhi Shastra? It's difficult to encourage people who have already been grown to follow another path or to understand next topic. But why don't we focus on children's or growing futures?
Yeah, that's why we are going to preserve in schools also, and we are going to teach in the school. We are going to give online discourses also to children also. So if the children will learn from the childhood about the soul and about the useless material life is useless, we will not get happiness from that, because in this era we need to teach children, because whole world is going to be going materialistic.
Exactly. So again, returning back to vegetarianism, you have also converted non-vegetarians to be vegetarians who are prisoner, who are living. I forgot the country. Which was the country where you converted prisoners?
It was Kenya.
It was Kenya. So how was your experience?
Yeah, I went there first time, and I just told them, why should we kill animals? Why should we harm animals? If somebody harm us, somebody kill us, somebody just cut our finger, how do we feel? So when if we can give life, if just for example, you have a pen. If I snatch pen from you, how will you feel? So just a pen, just one pen I snatch from you, you will feel sad, so bad. So how about animal? We just snatch their life only. So how about their feelings?
So even prisoners got convinced?
Yeah, and now they get vegetarian food in prisons also.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So how can we make this entire world a vegetarian world?
And
then?
what happened? One prisoner told me that he committed, he killed 7 people, and just now he is in prison. He said that when I kill one person, then I went to my home. My wife was very angry. She didn't want to talk to me. She didn't want to see me. My children were very angry to me. everybody, my friends left me, everybody left me. So that time I was very very sad, and that's why I killed second person, then I killed third person. So I reached the seventh person. Why? Because I didn't get love. Everybody started hate me, so I didn't get love from them.
So he was in need of love.
Yeah.
So
and when I hugged him, and that time he promised me, he just removed his shoes and he promised me, I will not kill a single ant also in my life, because I have got love, I have got compassion.
So this is the kind of transformation that can happen in human life. Atma Siddhi Shastra, that is the mission that you have been carrying. What is Atma Siddhi? How can we provide Siddhi to our Atma?
Yeah, Atma Siddhi Shastra is a holy scripture about search of the soul. So Atma Siddhi Shastra is a collection of 142 stanzas, and the soul has been suffering untold sorrow since infinite times. Why? Without understanding, realizing own self. So when you realize your own self, that I am the soul, you will feel that, you will feel separate yourself from whole world. You will feel separate yourself. So how can we feel separate our soul from whole world? So this is the method in Atma Siddhi Shastra. Who am I? From where I come? And the soul is a doer of the karma. Soul is the sufferer of the karma, sufferer of own karma. And the liberation exists, and there is a path of liberation.
Okay, then the illusion that human lives may have is my soul, my body and my life are three different things. So is my soul my entire life or not?
Yeah, life is a collection of soul and body. Just now both are together. So that is called life. When we say this person is died, so what is it? Soul and body. Now
so why do we have the kind of intrapersonal conflict in between us? Like our soul says something and our mind says something else. So we have the kind of conflict in between us, and we are spoiling our life by ourselves. So how can we make our life better by realizing our soul?
Yeah, just ask yourself, what do you want to achieve? You want to be happy, or you want to show people that you are happy? That's why I have written in one book that we are ready to face mental sadness to get physical happiness. In fact, we don't want to be happy, we want to show people that we are happy. Then whenever we will decide that I want to be happy, I don't want to show people. Whenever we buy new watch and we want to show people, see, I have a new watch. If nobody will see our watch, we will be sad. So we don't want to be happy, we want to show people that I am happy. See, I have this watch.
Instead of being happy, we want to show that we are being happy.
Yeah, true.
So that happens to a major part of the world, or I mean, like you have already
all
visited
ignorant
50
soul, all ignorant soul have like the same feelings.
So how can we develop, or how can we grow above from this kind of feeling and have a happy life?
Yeah, when you will realize that you have tried a lot to get happiness from material object, but till today you could not get happiness, because happiness is not there. So how will you get happiness from there? And when you will start thinking positively, then only you will get happiness inside your soul.
Okay, so as per the research that I had done on you, that you have already given 78 hours of non-stop pravachan on Chaitanya Chamatkar in Mumbai in 2009. So what was the major goal or major mission of Chaitanya Chamatkar? Can you explain us?
Chaitanya Chamatkar means magic of the soul. So what is the magic? It doesn't mean that some magic means if you will get some outer object, then we feel that magic with, okay, if you have problem, I will do something for you and you will get something. I will do some mantra and jap and everything and you will get. So that is not magic. Magic of the soul is Chaitanya Chamatkar means the soul has infinite power. Soul has infinite power of knowledge. Soul can know each and every substance and their modifications in one moment of whole universe.
Now, I like to ask a question to your soul, that why are you doing this lecture or pravachan to the people living worldwide and the entire world?
Because it makes my sadhana, it helps me, it helps a lot to me for my sadhana, because I always cannot meditate on my soul. So whenever I don't get meditate, I don't meditate on my soul, that time I write book and I give lecture. So let get benefit to all people also of knowledge of the soul.
So what do you expect from our audience who are watching Nepal's one and only spiritual channel, Bhaktidarshan Television? So what would be the major goal of our today's talk, that how or what should people understand about being vegetarian and about understanding the spiritualism?
Yeah, I would just like to say that just ask yourself, who am I? Just ask, who am I? Am I this body or something different from this body? So we accept all object. Just now we accept that body exists. We accept the existence of body. We accept existence of chair. We accept existence of computer. We accept existence of television. But we don't accept the existence of substance who knows this all object. The substance who knows the body, the substance who knows the chair, the substance who knows the television, it is the soul. And I am the soul, you are the soul, and each soul is the God.
Okay, yes, it was quite inspirational so today. So at last, ultimately, if people would like to follow you or they want to visit you, how can they reach you?
Yeah, there is our website. Website name is www.fulchandshastri.com. So there are more than 8,000 hours of audio and video discourses in world's 18 languages, and people can download there.
It is www.fulchandshastri.com. Okay, we are so privileged to have you in our show today. You came to Nepal and you gave your very precious time to us. Thank you so much for coming. Dear audience, we had a good talk with Shri Fulchand Shastri, who is leading the mission called Atma Siddhi Shastra, which was written by Srimad Ramchandra, and he gave us a very precious time for Bhakti Sambad today. So with this, we'd like to come to the end of today's show. Thank you for watching us. Keep watching Nepal's one and only spiritual channel, Bhaktidarshan Television. I, Manita Pokharel, including our all the team, would like to say goodbye for today. Namaste.
पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदम्
Bhakti Sambad.